Hi everyone, welcome to Marathon Week. We are running the Big Sur Marathon this Sunday. Let me catch you up to speed. It is a Thursday in New York City. I am incredibly stressed because I have a lot to do today. I will fly out to San Francisco tomorrow morning, Friday, and then we'll have some activities with Hoka. I'll be hosting a Shakeout run on Saturday. There's a panel, a pasta dinner, and then I have to get up at 4 a.m. to run the race. I feel like it'll be one of those things where I blink and it's over, just because training for 20 weeks is such a long time to run for like 4-ish plus hours, you know? But I'm excited, I'm nervous, I'm anxious. I've already cried today and it's 10 a.m. So who knows what's in the cards for today. I need to pack. I have a lot of my stuff already lined up. I need to try to find some electrolyte tabs to take on the race day. A friend in town I want to say hi to before I go. I need to run 4 miles. I need to eat, need to get over to my boyfriend's, etc. So we have a busy day ahead. I will show you what I'm packing for the race. It's pretty much just gonna be like sweatpants, cozy stuff, race material. So like my gels, my watch, water, electrolyte tabs, AG1, magnesium, all the things that I could need on race day. Gonna eat some breakfast now and then I'm gonna head out the door for this 4-mile run. Also have an appointment for acupuncture at 3:30. You guys know that's been a saving grace for my hip pain. And I think psychologically and emotionally, I just want that release. Like I wanna just sit there for 30 minutes and it's not gonna cure all the pain that I have in my body, obviously, but mentally knowing that I'm doing proactive things to take care of this before the race, I think will feel good for me. Let's get going on race week. I can't believe it's here. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. I'm feeling a little bit less anxious. I've cleared my email inbox to 0. I uploaded week 19 vlog and we are ready to go on a 4-mile run. Gotta get back, then I'll do acupuncture, then I'll do my legitimate packing, but trying to manage my stress even though I feel it taking over my body. So hopefully this run will be a peaceful run to get all that out. Smoked a joint before that run and I'm so happy I did. I also FaceTimed my mom for the entire run. It was 40 minutes. It was great. I feel a lot less anxious than I did before. Now I need to pack and go get acupuncture and then we're off to Big Sur. I've just been running around like I'm a chicken with my head cut off. But I'm finally done packing. I just need to do like a double check. Took out my trash, did those things. Is this interesting? Probably not. I'm just like running through my mental checklist to make sure that I literally did everything. Eating one of these Yasso ice cream bars as I settle into the fact that I'm leaving for the marathon. I have been bawling the entire day today. Bawling this morning at 8 a.m., bawling on my bike ride home, bawling after talking to one of my friends who kindly gave me a Hard Rock Cafe shirt that has like significance to my dad. Bawling on my run when I was FaceTiming my mom, bawling at acupuncture, bawling when I was packing. It still really hasn't hit that I'm running a marathon. I think I'm visualizing myself running, but it still hasn't physically hit myself, like hit my body. I don't know. Maybe I'm too hippie woo these days, but I'm gonna go get dinner with my boyfriend and then I'll be off to the airport tomorrow. Everyone that's helped me through this process, especially these past few months that have been tough with pain, like all the healers I've seen, my physical therapist, my acupuncturist, my run coach, my boyfriend, my friends, my family, everyone on social media, it feels just so much love out there. And I think I feel really sad and down in the dumps and I was really visualizing those last few moments with my dad earlier today. And that is what is making me cry. Just, I really wanted to show him, you know, me finishing this marathon last year. And if you would have told me last year at this time that your dad was gonna pass, I would have told you I don't want to be in that nightmare. And I feel like some days I wake up and it does feel like a nightmare. That my whole life was just altered and my family is just gone in some ways. And I know I have my other family members, but it just fucking sucks. I miss my dad a lot. I never get to talk to him again and that just weighs so heavy. And if you've been through loss or grief, you know that. Sorry, this is just the state of my emotions right now. I have a beautiful opportunity in front of me. Thank you to Hoka for supporting me on this journey with Big Sur. Thank you to the friends and family once again. I won't go through that full roll call, but as there is loss, there also is finding new things, and this marathon has taught me a lot about myself. It's taught me how to work through pain, how to navigate grief, how to talk about my feelings, and really think about how I want to show up every single day. I could choose to show up and be the most negative Nancy and just be a bitch every single day. And every day I have to make a choice, you know, to see the birds outside and to see the kids playing on the playgrounds. I can't be negative. And I have moments when I go back to how I used to think that, you know, woe is me, like, why the world hates me, whatever. And I don't want to be there. I've moved past that. And I think this marathon's really going to solidify who I am and who I want to be. Like for me, outside, probably people are just thinking I'm running some damn marathon that I can't shut up about. But this is just a huge kind of tying on the bow, I think, of a lot of the work that I've done on myself these past 2 years. So I'm excited to do it. I'm nervous about the race day. The pain is still kind of there. Nice things to ourselves. Gonna wrap up Thursday, get some dinner, take an edible, those things, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow once we get to Monterey, California. We have made it to Monterey, California, and I got into my hotel room and there is all of this stuff by Hoka, which I cannot believe. It is so nice. Socks, sweatpants, a massage gun, a jacket, backpack, some shirts, so many energy gels and different things that I can use for the race, as well as these over here. 2 beds, even though I'm here by myself. A Whoop. I have a Whoop on, so I'm gonna figure out what to do with this one. Maybe I give to a family member, a friend. I'm just gonna think of people in my life. We have officially made it. It has been a long travel day. The flight was about 6 hours and we had about a 3-hour drive, but it's really good to rest. My playlist got my inbox to 0. I feel like all I have to do is literally just like run the race. Everything is prepared and I'm super excited to be here with everyone else that is a part of the Hoka Media Marathon program. So these are the people that I trained with in Flagstaff. So there are about 5 of us on the same flight from New York to San Francisco, and then there's gonna be a bunch of us here tonight. I'm looking outside and there's a pool. It's kind of cold because, you know, like California, like Northern California is a little bit windy, but I'm so excited for this weekend. You guys know I've been battling a lot of pain and aches and stuff like that, so to start things off, because I felt shitty, you know, sitting on a flight all day. Here, let me think how I can put you down. Here, can you see it? We have a Hypervolt Go. This is a massage device and it's also a heating pad. My hip, my back is kind of fucked up, so this is just getting rid of some pain. But then we're gonna go out on a little group dinner tonight. Doing a shakeout run tomorrow, which is exciting and kind of nerve-wracking because 1, I've never been to this part of California. 2, it's probably gonna be the biggest run I've ever hosted. 3, not really feeling good in my body. Honored to be the face of Hoka at this shakeout run for the marathon, but I'm a little bit nervous about my body. Excited to see who's running the race and just meet all these new people tomorrow. So I'll keep you in the loop for that. I'll let you know if I do anything else tonight. I may hit up a sauna. I've heard there's a sauna at our hotel. Maybe I'll get into that, but let's go get dinner, unpack, relax, and we made it to California. Hi everyone, it's a Saturday morning at 6 a.m. drinking my athletic greens and getting ready to go host the shakeout run. We have a breakfast at our hotel first and then we'll head over. I'm a little bit nervous because apparently 800 people have RSVP'd. That'll be the largest run I've ever hosted. Typically my New York City ones are like 150 to 200, which is awesome in itself and already like a lot. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. Shakeout run, we'll go to the expo. Hella, who's also a global athlete ambassador, is having a panel discussion. So we're all gonna go listen to him and he has a lot of running expertise that I'm really excited to hear about. And then we'll come back to the hotel, get ready for the race and a pasta dinner. I'm certainly feeling it in the body. I'm gonna have a check-in with my coach Ben today in person, but the hip isn't feeling bad. So I'll have more data on that obviously after we do the shakeout. But I'm in good spirits that somehow, magically, tomorrow I'm gonna be pain-free. Hippie belief shit. You guys know as I've been reading these books, moving through grief, like, your beliefs influence a lot, and I think timing is beautiful and whatever, and challenges happen. I'm delirious right now. Okay, so let's get ready to host the shakeout, and I'll talk to you guys once we finish that up.
Feels every time I'm at hospitality, it always feels.
All right, we are at the expo. I just hosted a shakeout run here. Probably 600 people, which is the most I've ever hosted. And we're going to the expo to get our bibs. I'll take you guys along. But yeah, we're having a great Saturday morning. Here we are. We've laid out what we're gonna wear for the race tomorrow. I'm gonna eat dinner, FaceTime friends and family, but wow, it's finally here. It's the night before I run the Big Sur Marathon. I just FaceTime my mom, my boyfriend, talked to my run coach Ben, ate a big dinner and laid everything out. I was challenged a lot in this running cycle to think about grief, work through pain, become a nicer person, learn how to talk to myself more, find joy in every single day, find joy in movement and give that to others. And I'm just so excited for this opportunity. I feel like I've worked so fucking hard for this. Earlier versions of me would have quit weeks ago and I made it and I'm gonna run the race tomorrow. But I took my magnesium, a little gummy. We're gonna go to bed and I will talk to you guys race day morning. Good morning, YouTube. This is the only time you're gonna hear me before I run the marathon. We're getting ready in the car. Went to the bathroom, drank coffee, you know the deal. I'm excited, I'm nervous. It's dark outside and we're gonna kill it. So I'll talk to you guys when we finish the fucking marathon. Happy Monday, everyone. I have completed the Big Sur Marathon. Crazy, 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 crazy. Okay, I've posted some recaps on Instagram, TikTok, so you've probably gotten the update like the day of, but I've had 12-ish hours to reflect upon the fact that I ran this damn thing. I slept last night. We're heading back to New York tonight. What a beautiful day. Okay, you guys know my journey on YouTube. I was signed up for this marathon last year, got a stress fracture, had to pull out. My dad passed, I ran New York, signed up for Big Sur, got a lot of weird pain the past 2 months. So there's a lot of variables and obstacles and challenges that I have been facing leading up to race day. I honestly was nervous for the day, and I feel like I didn't hype up my nerves on social media because I didn't really want like anyone to like freak me out or just like be in my head or be in my DMs, whatever. But guys, I like didn't think I was gonna finish, okay? And I'm happy to say that now because the marathon has passed and I did finish it, right? But I couldn't run. Like I couldn't run for more than a second without pain in my body for the past 2 months. And the marathon was painful. It was painful. Like as soon as I started running, I was like, oh, this is awkward. Like this is this awkward gait pattern that I've gotten from like compromising my body with this hip pain. So it was 4 hours and 25 minutes, 49 seconds, I believe. And it was a lot of pain in my body. I was able to like set that aside and enjoy the race, but it was not an easy race, okay? Even if I was healthy and feeling 100%, I still would have gotten kicked in the ass by that course. I've never seen that many hills. I described it on my TikTok as running back and forth over the Williamsburg Bridge for 26.2 miles because I truly didn't feel like you got flat ground like one time in the course. Also, the course was slanted, like on the highway. You know, when you're driving up, maybe not, but I don't really live in California either, but when you're driving up Highway 1 on the Pacific Coast, whatever, yeah, it's like slanted. And then, you know, imagine like thousands of runners doing that. So, my body feels weird. I have my cupping on my legs right now, but I've packed up my suitcase and we're gonna go back to New York. It's beautiful though. Like, this marathon is really cool because obviously my first experience running a marathon was a major. So you have the elites, you have everyone that is like into the 6 majors and super intense about running. And Big Sur is a beautiful course. Big Sur is a really cool course, and it is a course that people want to check off their bucket list just because it is so beautiful and such like a rare opportunity that you get to run up Highway 1. But it was a lot of older runners. And a lot of runners that were just like veterans and they were just chilling, and a lot of ultra runners that decided that they wanted to do a road race. So I was really humbled and I think inspired by all of the runners in their 40s, 50s, 60s that were at the race, because New York City was a lot of young people, which is super cool to see that the sport is trending younger and that running is a trend and like a lot of people are signing up for races. Also, excuse my like nasal congested. I'm like clearly all over the fucking place. Coming from a girl with like a restrictive eating disorder, and I always thought I had to be the thinnest to be a good runner. Like there were people passing me that were bigger than me, thinner than me, taller than me, shorter than me, everything. Okay, so it really helps solidify this idea that your body is a vessel, your body is a tool. You can do amazing things at any body type. And I think the sport of running can have the toxic elements of there being like weigh-ins at the professional level and like being concerned with body fat percentage. But when it comes to the everyday runner, I really wish people knew how little of importance your body is, you know? Go out to a marathon course, and I think that will really shape your mind that all these people can do it and everyone is so different. Back to my story with the race. So the gels went well, you know, my outfit went well, hydration went well. I carried a water bottle the whole time, which everyone thought was funny, but I'd been training like that. I don't know, I just don't want to get like a vest, and I just didn't want to do the aid stations that much. So I had all my gels, all my gummies. You know, a lot of people asked, are you gonna get high during the marathon? Yes. How else am I going to do it, honestly? Especially when I had a lot of pain in my body. Like, how am I going to do it? So I took some gummies, and these sweet 4 girls stopped me, like maybe 5 minutes into the race, 6:20 a.m., the sun's not out. I hear just behind me, Kate Cleven! And I turn around, and it's these like 4 girls. So I go back and run with them a little bit. I'm like, what's up? How are we doing? And one of them was like, I just took a gummy, like, I'm so high. And it starts like yapping. And I'm like screaming. I'm like, wow, this is hilarious. And they actually caught me after the race. We chatted. They were so nice and so funny. So they all took gummies before. They said they learned about Big Sur, like watching my videos and stuff. So that was a really beautiful moment of the day. I think the race was different. Obviously, I didn't really have anyone to like hug at the end of the race. I had my run coach Ben and a few of the other Hoka people, but you know, it wasn't like my mom or my sister or my significant other. Like that was a different thing. I think I probably won't feel like this is real until I get that hug from my mom, boyfriend, etc. Because I think I didn't cry, which was very shocking. I thought I was gonna start bawling when I finished that race, like when I crossed the finish line, right? I think I was so like emotionless because this has been a very emotional journey. And I think I was just so humped over and like exhausted. Slouched over, humped over, is that right? But I think I was just so exhausted by like, holy shit, you did it. Finally. And maybe I'm gonna start crying now. But this training really challenged me. And I think I talk a little bit about, you know, my former athletics, like playing volleyball and stuff, but guys, like I used to quit doing stuff if I thought it was hard. If I fucked up in volleyball practice, I would internalize that I should just quit versus like work through struggle. I always thought failure was like the worst thing, and now I want to fail. I think now I want to put myself in situations where failure is an opportunity. Like I could fail, and that is learning, you know? With Big Sur, I was so proud of myself for one, staying so calm during the race. You're on your feet for 4 fucking plus hours. If you start going to like, how am I gonna finish this? My body hurts, this, and you start panicking, it's only gonna make it worse, right? You wanna be really calm when you're running and not tense up. And so for me, knowing that I had these obstacles in front of me with the pain in my body, my gait being uncomfortable, not in my best fitness, I had some things working against me. I really just had to tell myself, like, you have put so much time into this. You're doing it, and you have this in you. And I don't know, there's certainly parts of the race where I was like, fuck, like, I don't know if I can finish this. This is crazy. But never in my actual heart and soul did I think I couldn't finish it. Like, when it was hard, I was like, oh, this is hard. This sucks. But never did I think quitting was an option. And I think previous me would have quit. Previous me would have quit when she saw the first hill, and I would have said, fuck this shit, I am not doing it. So I think this race was just a really big personal achievement for me. You know, I didn't PR the course. I don't give a fuck about the times. And it's funny that some people are so pressed about like times. Fine to think about time, right? I think it's really cool to challenge yourself and bet on yourself. Like I kind of said in my Instagram caption about the race, but this race was just so much more of me keeping my head down when shit was hitting the fan. Everything was just like heavy and suffocating in my life. And somehow I was able to train during it. And I think I'll look at this period and be like, wow, this was really when like you were able to pick yourself out of like a potential hole. Like it could have been so dark after my dad passed, and it was dark, right? You know, all the stages of grief and denial and sadness and anger and just hopelessness came up. But looking at it now, I have like the best friends and family in the world, and Hoka is so kind to work with me and give me this opportunity, and the love that I have in my life right now is something I never thought I would get, you know, and I never thought that I would be this person to take these chances on myself and to bet on myself like this. So I think that's beautiful, and I'm really happy I have this all documented so I can look back at these videos and like see the fears that came up, see the anxieties, because I did it. I ran the Big Sur Marathon. It was fucking hard. Fucking hard. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll give you more reflections, I think, once I'm back in New York. Everyone, we are back in New York City after running the Big Sur Marathon. It's a few weeks later, so I'm so sorry that this video is late. Computer is finally fixed, so I can update you guys on YouTube. CMOS Girlies will be back as well. But over the past few weeks, I have just been taking time off, which is something that's pretty hard for me to do as a content creator because I feel like I'm always on my phone. There's always new things I could be doing. But with my computer out of work, you know, I kind of took it as a sign from the universe that I need to slow down. I've been feeling a little bit uninspired by content. I don't really know why. Maybe it's because like marathon training is kind of like what I put my heart into, and now I'm like, what's next? To answer that question, I think what's next is me figuring it out. And instead of shying away from sharing me figuring it out because I maybe feel embarrassed or like it's not interesting, I'm going to take you guys along through what I call growing pains. That's going to be my next series, kind of talking about how I'm navigating grief, how I'm navigating having love in my life now and how bittersweet that is without my dad, navigating pushing myself to my athletic potential, something that I never thought was possible and I never thought I would have enough trust and belief in myself to do. So those are going to be my growing pains. I'm also going to be moving in August, not out of New York, I don't think, but I'm going to be moving apartments, so that's going to be a huge change as well. and you guys are going to come along with it. Thank you so much for all your support on the Big Sur Marathon series. It was a lot of fun. Have any other ideas you'd want to see on my YouTube, please let me know. If you have any books I should read, please let me know. If you have any questions about the race, my DMs are always open. But thank you guys so much for following this journey. I'm excited to close this chapter of my life and move on to the next, but it was a beautiful one and I'm happy you guys were there for it. So I'll talk to you soon in the next video.